Dear Diary, today I decided to roleplay again for the first time, and it went a little something like this. Happy time zone, it's me, Ivory, and welcome to my roleplay diary. So, I decided to join the Wanted. I applied while it was still under construction, and so far, I will say that I am impressed. I do have some questions, comments, and concerns, but maybe we'll talk about that in another diary entry. For now, I knew I wanted to bring back Celestine/𝐻𝒶𝓅𝓅𝓎 𝒯𝒾𝓂𝓏𝑜𝓃𝑒, same character, different names and different servers. So I kind of wanted to merge them together. And with making her, that character just has this like look. She has green eyes. She's like very petite. She's tiny, but her lack of height is made up for in her personality. So if you ever got to see me roleplay this character before, she's just very over the top. And what I like about her is like she's a femme fatale. She just embodies divine feminine energy. She does what she wants to do, she says what she wants to say, and most of the time she doesn't care. However, deep down inside, there is a very damaged, broken girl. And what I like about role playing this character is the duality that it gives me as a role player. Because while she's doing shady stuff, she's always concerned about her image, her front, like how people perceive her. Perception is so important to her. And if you guys want, well, I don't know if there's gonna be anybody out there watching this, but if I want, I guess, if I want, I might just like do a full backstory for each character. But I would say that Celestine, Tina May, Hattie Mae, that's probably my favorite character that I've ever created. And I've been role playing for a very long time. And I've never played a character like her before. She's just very bold, very bodacious, and she just doesn't give a damn. That's my favorite thing about her. She don't have one fuck to give for anything, and she's just very absorbed in her own little world. She does have a lot of friends. She does care for them a lot in her own way, but oftentimes she gets caught up in her own mess. And when I was making her, this was actually my first character that I made in The Wanted, and I am very impressed with their character creator. The one thing that I will say for me, my personal preference, I don't like how uh just like I don't like the ambient lighting. I wish it was a bit brighter. For me, give me all the lights, give me all the lighting. Mood lighting is, it's nice, but in character creation, I do like to see a bit more brightness, a bit more light. But that's just, me. And with making Celestine, I will say that the way that she looked in the character creator, I had some issues once I woke her up. So you'll see that in a little bit, but I was happy with her face. I was happy with her hair. I even put on a cute little outfit for her. But the way that the server gagged me when I dropped in to see that this bitch was booty butt naked in Mexico. What I was hoping to do was have her get lost in Mexico, and then her story would be like a journey home, right? Like she's trying to get back to the bayou, Saint Denis, where she grew up. She grew up in the area where the sugarcane fields are, which is like in between Saint Denis and the bayou. So she just grew up in the middle of everything. But she she just be doing stuff. She just be doing stuff. So she went to Mexico thinking she was gonna make some money. She was mad at her granny, and she's lost out there, and apparently she's naked. Is there no clothing store? What is happening? Where am I supposed to get dressed? Bitch, the fuck? I ain't got no panties for sale. Founder's cookbook. A map. Yes. Okay. We're gonna get a map. We're gonna get some water. Middle fucking nowhere. There's nothing on this map. How do I get to a clothing store? Oh, it's storming. I don't think there's anybody out here. I don't think I've thought about this. Oh my gosh. Should we just get on a horse and like ride it naked? I feel like that's weird. I feel like riding a horse butt naked is weird. At this point, I really didn't know what to do for real. I'm not gonna hold y'all. So I just decided to roleplay by myself because wasn't nobody out in Mexico. And I thought we were gonna have a good time, but one thing about me, if I'm in roleplay, I'm gonna have a good time even if it's by myself. Anybody out there? My name's Tina Nay. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Saint Denis. By the way, the bayou. Hello. Hello. Anybody out there? I'm really gonna have to leave Mexico naked with nothing on my pussy. This isn't giving Viva la Mexico. I'm scared. Hey. It's like she's stuck here. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. It's only so much you can do in Mexico by yourself, especially in a brand new server. And I was on pretty late, so I said, you know what? Let's call it a day and make a new character. Patience is actually inspired by my mom's side of the family, and they are Jamaican. I already ran into this in the server where someone was like, "Oh, patient, I'm very patient," and a name like Patience is just Jamaican. It's a very Jamaican name. I don't know how else to say it. A lot of the names are rooted in like just having a lot of faith. Patience's surname is actually a surname from that side of the family as well. So yeah, she's just really inspired by my family. I even created her after one of my great aunties, beautiful woman, hardworking woman. And then I kind of wanted to put, a little bit of my background in there. So she is someone who is of Caribbean descent. She wasn't born there, but culturally, that's how she was raised. But her thing is that she was encouraged to be very indoctrinated into America, to follow the American dream, which is very common, especially for this time period. So her parents were merchants, they struck wealth, they had a bakery business, and they sold rum. So they had her, and then they all came to America together, and she never had to want for anything. So yeah, I can give more of her backstory too. If I get the time to, I would like to do her backstory. But for Patience with her, I kind of just decided on a whim how she got to Stillwater, and I knew that she was married. I knew that she had a child. And I wanted to give her something that was like very sensitive to her. But what I didn't know is that I was going to have it to where her husband just low key hated her and organized her to be kidnapped so that he could be with his mistress, who was her dressmaker. And I was really excited to jump into the server and meet people. So I said, okay, well, let me just do this. And I guess I'll record today and yesterday and just do a quick video because why not? I've been stalling with this. And yeah, I was really excited to get in and role play a bit. I don't know if it was me. You guys can let me know if you're out there, you're watching. I'm sure you are. But I don't know if it was me, but I just felt like I was a deer in headlights. I have not role played in so long, and I was just like, oh, and I feel like I sounded nonsensical, but it was fun to just dive back into the role play. But I am hoping to come around when it's not grinder hours so that I can actually engage in a storyline. Pardon me, would you happen to know where a lady could buy a pair of shoes? And Denis, which way is that? Oh, and what might your name be? Oh, nice to meet you, Jonathan. My name is Patience. It's a pleasure to meet you as well. If I told you, you probably wouldn't believe me. Well, it would appear that I'm divorced as of today, unfortunately. I just wish my husband could have told me that. Oh, pardon me, this Peckhorn beast. I just wish he could have told me that he wasn't happy. Then your husband, instead of saying that he wants to be with someone else, he hires people to put you on a train and they take your shoes. And I don't know where I'm at. So sorry, sorry. I don't mean to just throw everything on you like that. I do apologize. Unfortunately, there was something going on with my desktop audio. It was not picking up on the desktop. So the rest of this is just me talking, but I promise I will get it fixed for the next roleplay diary entry. But I'm really excited. Like I don't have any expectations and I'm just going into this with like a blank slate and my backstory. But what I will say is that it is encouraging me. I feel really inspired to try other role play. I don't really know about 5M, but I definitely will be back in RedM Roleplay. And then I really want to try Skyrim RP, but I tried to do it, but I think I just got in my head about the character and trying to do an accent, and I had like school keeping me busy. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy the Wanted, dive into Celestine, dive into Patience, and see what happens for them. I won't be able to come around every day to role play because my schedule just does not allow for that. But when I am here, I do plan to have fun and just share my experience with you guys. I don't think I'll be streaming roleplay anymore. I will just record it, share it. Maybe I'll edit it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just post the raw footage here. I don't really know. But for right now, I will say that out of the two characters, I'm really, really excited to explore Patience. We already know what to expect with Hattie Mae, Celestine, Tina May, whatever we're going to call her now. I already know what to expect with her. She's going to do what she always do, but for Patience, she just seems like such a exciting character. And also, I'm not voice acting with her. I'm just using my voice. There is a bit of a twist to it, but it's just fun. It's relaxed. It's just going to be chill RP. So yeah, thank you guys so much. If you don't know who I am, again, I'm Ivory. I mainly make content on my gameplay diary, but I really just wanted to have an outlet for roleplay. More so I could just look back on my stories, see what happened, look at my old RP for inspiration, and I just really like to roleplay. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to stay hydrated, be
To
kind
the
to
dance floor.
yourself, and I will catch you in our next roleplay diary entry.